Hello everyone. So, last night while I was off camera, I made our new fleet called Shiny Squad. So just looking to see if I need to put anything in. Does not seem to be yet. Okay. Let's continue on with our episodes. So we're starting the Delta Quadrant. Nice. Activation of the gateway at the heart of the Solenoid Dyson Sphere has given us access to another Dyson Sphere, originally found near the Jenolan system, that is now located deep in the Delta Quadrant. Roman Republic, the Federation, and the Klingon Empire have put aside their differences in order to unite against common enemies, but they need skilled captains and crews willing to join the fight. Travel through the gateway and contact Delta Command once you have reached the Jenolan Dyson Sphere in the Delta Quadrant. Very good. Hello there, Amat. And welcome to the Vietnam. Hello, hello. How's it going there, Amat? Incoming hail from Voyager on screen. Doing great. How about you, sir? I am doing okay.
Welcome to the Jenolan Dyson Sphere. The situation in the Delta Quadrant is continuing to develop. We will need the assistance of all our allies to stay ahead of it.
Thank you for this opportunity. I look forward to serving with you. Okay, do I have another officer I can put in that station? Yes, I do.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
We met Admiral Janeway.
We have a problem in the Siluran system. Admiral Tuvok is there on Voyager, and he's calling for backup. Rendezvous with Tuvok and provide any assistance he requires.
Very good.
There's something interesting.
It's been 32 years since Voyager finished its journey.
We thought we had left the Delta Quadrant behind us.
We were wrong.
The gateways to the quadrant are open.
And the choices we made have long-lasting effects. Now, we will help the friends we left behind.
And fight the rising darkness.
Voyager's first trip through the Delta Quadrant was a solitary one.
We must return to set things right.
This time, we must unite to survive.
I have a question. I always ask people, can I ask you too? Sure. I love food, as you know, so my question is, what do you eat breakfast and dinner? All depends. Like tonight I had corn on the cob with a hamburger and potato dish. Breakfast for work is usually peanut butter toast and coffee. But I really don't have a set thing besides breakfast for work. Sounds delicious. Yeah, it was. But I don't like corn. Oh, it's our state fruit or vegetable, I should say. Hello, Rev. Thank you for your lurk.
Admiral Tuvok is waiting for you in the conference room.
Really, fucking train? Right now?
Welcome aboard. And if I may say so, it's good to see you again. Between doomsday devices and the Delta Quadrant, it looks like we get all of the interesting assignments. If you'll come with me, I'll take you to Admiral Tuvok. He wants to see you right away.
Venzil, I hadn't expected to see you again.
It's good to see you too. Someone decided that with our experience with that, borrowed bird of prey, I'm the perfect person to handle joint operations with the Klingons out here in the Delta Quadrant. I even got a promotion, as you can see.
Can you fill me in a bit more what's going on here?
What would you like to know?
Do you know why Admiral Tuvok requested me?
The Admiral is trying to track down Dr. Cooper. He thinks that Cooper is the key to this conflict with
Oh my
the
god, I'm
Undine.
trying to remember what I
He
ate
hasn't
for
explained
breakfast.
why
Damn.
yet, but he says that your assistance is crucial. What would you like to know?
What's the situation in the Delta Quadrant?
Unstable, but not totally out of control. The Borg have suffered setbacks on multiple fronts. They're being pressed hard by the Voth, the Undine, and various liberated elements. The Voth are mostly bottled up in their home space and in the Solanae Dyson sphere. We've established some connections with a few of the locals, such as the Kobali and the Talaxians. Of course, there are still troublemakers out here. The Kazon, the Hirogen, the Malon, and there's a new power player we're very concerned about. Whoever they are, they're picking off systems left and right. Even the Krenim weren't a match for them. We need to find out who they are and what they want. What would you like to know?
Why bring Voyager out here? The ship is 30 years old.
Voyager spent 7 years in the Delta Quadrant, and during that time many of her systems were optimized to deal with the hazards out here. This old girl's still got a few tricks. Besides, Admiral Tuvok specifically brought Voyager out for this mission. And what the Admiral wants, the Admiral gets. What would you like to know?
Let's go.
The Admiral is waiting for you in the ready room.
Greetings. Thank you for coming so promptly. We do not have much time, and I require your assistance.
What's going on?
I am still under telepathic assault by the Undine we know as Cooper. He has found some means to greatly increase his psionic power, and I cannot withstand his assault indefinitely. I will need your help to repel Cooper's attack and counter him.
You must be under great amount of stress.
What else do you need to know?
What do you need me to do?
I have been able to deflect Cooper's attacks thus far, but I require assistance to repel him and gain any useful information. I propose initiating a Vulcan mind meld through which you will be able to enter my mind and aid me against Cooper.
That sounds dangerous.
What else do you need to know?
Wouldn't it be better to seek the aid of a psionic master?
Your prior experiences with Cooper should allow your subconscious mind to hone in on him. An outsider who has never encountered him before would have no such connection and could never hope to find him.
I'll do what I can.
What
Try to do
else
what I can.
do you need to know?
I am ready.
My mind to your mind. Your
Remember
thoughts
toasted bread
to
with
my
melted
thoughts.
cheese. Oh. What's going on? There's no sign of Tuvok or anyone else. Looks like I'm alone in the mindscape. Why would the door be... Why would the door be locked? Maybe it can be overridden. Console's also locked up. Maybe the emergency medical hologram can answer some questions. Doubtful. Computer, activate the emergency medical hologram. I'm gonna check on the fridge for some snacks. Be right back. Okay, I'll be right here.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Doctor, I seem to be confined to sickbay. Can you override the door lockout for me?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? First, I need to make sure you're not contagious or suffering from any injuries. This will only take a moment.
I'm fine, Doctor. Really, I need to get to engineering.
Don't be difficult. I'm only doing my job. Engineers and captains, always in a hurry to get out of sickbay.
Doctor, it's crucial that I leave sickbay. I need to find Tuvok.
You're not going anywhere. Doctor's orders.
Doctor?
Can you hear me? Come speak to me at the desk terminal. The mind meld was successful. Excellent. I am currently trapped in the ready room. For the moment, I will only be able to communicate with you remotely. Cooper is working to subvert my mental defenses, and I must focus my concentration on keeping my mind intact.
So I need to liberate you from your ready room.
No. Cooper is trying to erode my emotional control. Symbolically, this means that he must destroy Voyager. To do so, he is attempting to overload the warp core. You must proceed to engineering to stop Cooper from destabilizing the warp core. If he is successful, he will have broken down my mental control systems. Once the core and my mind are protected from Cooper's attacks, then we can take control of this mindscape. Take the pad from the doctor's office. I will use it to communicate with you as you proceed.
Why do I need the pad? Why can't we just use our communicators?
Remember, objects have symbolic significance in this mindscape. As an outsider in my mind, your ability to communicate with me directly is limited. Your communicator is part of your mind, and so it cannot interact with me directly while Cooper tries to keep us separated. The pad is part of my mind, so I can use it to bridge the gap between us.
Strange, but I suppose we don't have any time to get to the metaphysics of this.
The mind meld was successful. No.
Oh, I forgot to take the pad.
Good. Now we will be able to remain in contact. Proceed to engineering. Cooper is attempting to subvert my mental defenses by replacing my memories with engrams. with his
Hello.
biology. Until he is expelled, these kinds of incursions will continue. You may see strange items or distortions in your surroundings. Ignore them and proceed as best you can. Remember Kiri Kintha's first law of metaphysics. Nothing unreal exists.
Understood. And just to prove that I'm not lying, because I don't lie, here is our fleet. Try to real quickly figure out a patch, so I just did some cross sabers. And we are part of an armada of people that I know. And we are still on probationary period for 2 hours, which means nobody from these other fleets can help us out. But once this is done, I get, or we get, experience and dilithium discounts and other stuff. Including, damage bonuses. And I got some holdings going so we can build up our stuff. So this is going to be a work in progress. I've never had a fleet of my own.
Cooper is trying to overload the warp core. You must keep it stable.
This isn't
The
right.
mindscape is a simulacrum. Cooper may move elements to suit his needs, or try to stop you. Certain areas may be blocked or damaged, or even transformed. Do your best to reach your destination. Cooper cannot simultaneously attack an area and conceal it.
I see.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? This area is very dangerous. The core is unstable.
I'm here to stabilize the core.
I've almost got this. Just keep back. It will only take a few more minutes.
Where's the chief engineer?
B'Elanna, I don't know. She should be here, but as far as I can tell, everything on Voyager's about to fall apart, and I'm the only one here. Stay back. I'm going to put a force field around the core while I try to stabilize it. It won't contain a core breach, but it might block some of the radiation if the magnetic stabilizers give out.
Ensign, we can solve this more effectively if we work together.
You are stupid, aren't you? Only people the Vulcan melded with should be here. Not everyone on Voyager is part of Tuvok's warped little subconscious. Some of us are far more exceptional.
Ensign Kim, step away from the warp core controls.
I'll destroy you, and Tuvok's mind with you. You can't stop
defenses to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack.
Get out!
Raised his defenses to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack.
So how was your day today, Cynthia?
Quickly use the controls to restore the warp core. This will strengthen my mental defenses. Excellent. With my mental defenses stabilized, we should have additional time to fend off Cooper's intrusion. Head to the crew decks. Inside of my memories exist fragments of personalities from any person with whom I have previously experienced a mind meld. You may be able to find someone whose personality is not wholly part of my mind, and thus not susceptible to Cooper's influence.
I'll find someone to help on the crew decks.
Move through the crew decks to your right. You may be able to find a fragment of a personality who can help. People with whom I have previously melded have left impressions of their chakras in my mind. You may be able to convince one to assist you. Because they are not technically me, Cooper's ability to subvert them may be limited.
I'll keep an eye out for anyone who might be able to help.
What is happening? What am I doing here? Who are you? I require specifics. Answer me.
Voyager's in danger from species 8472. We need to liberate Tuvok. He's being held locked in the ready room.
I have no reason to trust you, but this seems familiar somehow. Why am I in the crew quarters? I should be in my regeneration alcove.
Tuvok can explain. Here's a pad. Well, he can... Wow. Tuvok can explain here. He can communicate through this pad.
7. You are currently experiencing an engrammatic regress as a result of a Vulcan mind meld. You must assist me in reasserting control over the meld. I am currently locked in the ready room next to the bridge. Exercise caution as species 8472 has subverted the vessel.
Let's go to the bridge and help Tuvok.
That is Borg technology. But the presence of the collective will not dissuade us. Assimilation is irrelevant.
Went to doctor to continue my hormonal research for myself. Figured out that I know more than my doc. I understand she's not an expert, but really worrying when the lack of available blood tests for my needs. Yeah. I can understand that there, Cynthia.
Oh, you're here. Let's just get this over with.
So I did blood tests to establish a baseline. I'm waiting for the answer from the expert department. Yeah. That can always be... what's the word I'm trying to look for? annoying.
I will secure the bridge while you release Tuvok.
With Cooper defeated, he should no longer be able to maintain the telepathic link with my mind. For the time being.
My guess is no, we don't have that. We don't do that. We don't want to do that.
Cooper's influence, it is time to break the link between he and myself.
I agree, it's time to end this.
With Cooper's attack temporarily halted, we are in a position to slow the advance of his Undine forces. Please accompany me to the bridge.
Lead the way, Admiral. Okay, I'm going to say this. Why is everyone still wearing the old uniforms? Tuvok, do you not see that?
We still do not have a fix on Cooper's whereabouts. I will contact Starfleet for any current information about Undine movements. Use the sensors to check for their quantum signatures. Voyager's sensor array is currently calibrated for tracking Undine movements, so you should be able to garner results quickly.
I'll handle the sensors.
You should return to your ship. While I am somewhat fatigued as a result of the mind meld, I believe that I can continue in my duties on Voyager while we plan our next steps.
Tuvok, I'm getting an error from operations. The Omega Protocol lockdown is in effect.
We must still be in the meld. Cooper is trying to deceive us. He needs to break the link cleanly, but lacks the strength to confront us directly.
What do we do?
You don't belong here.
Okay, I'm going to take this opportunity to take my contacts out, so I will be right back. And yes, I know, chair stream. Okay, I'm back.
We should use the link to our advantage. If we can track Cooper through the link, we can then pursue him in the physical realm. Since the Mindscape deals in symbolic representations, we need a map to his location. We should proceed to astrometrics.
Let's go.
Cooper is trying to block your progress. Look for another path. In 2375, Voyager encountered a malfunctioning Borg vinculum. that had been turned into a trap by species 6339. This vinculum caused other personalities from the collective to surface in 7 of 9. I entered a mind meld with her in an attempt to stabilize her personality. These people are echoes of the personalities of people assimilated by the Borg. They are not truly aware, knowing only that they desire to escape. It may be helpful to think of them as ghosts, metaphorically speaking, of course.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Cooper is attempting to distort your path again. Keep searching.
Cooper's definitely trying to send a message.
I sense we are making progress. Keep searching.
According to Voyager's logs, the location of Tuvok's previous mind meld was 709, where she suffered a forced intrusion of other minds taken by the Borg in her consciousness. The event was caused by proximity to a damaged vinculum and is not consistent with the influence from the Undine. Let's try somewhere else. Memory of Sobrias system. Voyager left Sobrias system early in its journey home. Tuvok experienced traumatic mind meld with crewman Lon Suter. Hey, that's right there, Almat. Welcome back. This time, Voyager had not yet encountered the Undine. Memory of Class 17 Nebula. Voyager encountered a Class 17 Nebula in 2373 at this time. Tuvok was suffering from an anchromatic virus and entered a mind meld with Captain Janeway so the captain could help him trace and resolve the source of the virus, which extended from his tenure aboard the Excelsior under Captain Sulu. This is not related to the Undine incursion. We must be getting close. Check memory of the Necret Expanse. Necret Expanse is an area along the edge of Borg space. It's located near an unstable corridor the Undine used to make incursions into our dimension. The quantum singularities in that area of space make it easily subject to incursion by the Undine. You just said that. Logic suggests this would be an ideal location for them to use as a fleet staging area. It's time to end the meld and go find Cooper.
This ordeal has taxed me mentally, but I must continue the mission. I have learned that Cooper is in fluidic space, in an area that corresponds to the location known in our dimension as the Northwest Passage. We must travel there and enter fluidic space to confront Cooper once more. He is aboard a special command bioship that he cannot abandon. If we catch him in fluidic space, we can force a final confrontation. Please join me on the bridge. I must focus my concentration on regaining my strength. I need you to enter our destination coordinates and make certain that there are no more surprises.
Hey, just to let you know, I think Cynthia prefers the female adjectives. But it's up to her to decide. Now everyone's in the right uniforms.
Voyager will join you in the Northwest Passage. We'll leave as soon as you've returned to your ship. We need to hurry if we want to catch Cooper.
Return to my ship.
This area of space was labeled by Commander Chakotay as the Northwest Passage. It is a corridor of space that the Borg avoid because of the high incidence of quantum singularities, which the Undine use as points of transit.
By the way, you helped
Voyager
me
encountered
improve my
passage
English. Well,
2373.
I try,
Captain
Amma.
Janeway chose to use it to travel through Borg space. This precipitated our first contact with species 8472.
What do we need to do here?
We must locate a quantum singularity that will lead us into the correct area of fluidic space. My suspicion is that Cooper is using this region as a staging ground for the massed Undine fleet, and his commander bioship will be there as well. Approach each singularity and check its quantum wave signature. When we find the correct one, we will pass through.
We probably have to engage the Undine ships first and then scan the singularities. Singularities too unstable, we must keep searching. I agree. Come on. Looks like everyone wants a piece of me today. Have you ever played EVE Online? I have not, actually. So we're going to use a dense fluidic space that's overgrown with core-like structures. We cannot use that. Aw, but I wanted to.
This passage will work. Quick, you must go through the portal. We need to reach Cooper's command bioship. According to my scans, he is using a modified dreadnought as a control vessel. Intriguing. Cooper's bioship appears to have nerve clusters, gyri, and structures typically associated with brain matter. While most bioships are organic, they are not aware. Rather, they are biological tissue operated by the Undine as tools. Cooper's vessel is different. It is possible that the ship is self-aware. This would explain the increase in Cooper's telepathic abilities. Not only is his command bioship able to coordinate the entire Undine fleet, acting as a brain for the other ships, but it also amplifies his psionic power. We must gain access to the ship directly. We will need to temporarily disable its shielding mantle, so we can fire upon vulnerable sections to disable it.
Find and disable Cooper's ship. Understood.
You've come a long way, but as you can see, I am not unprepared for your arrival.
Oh, Jesus, I'm not. Now I gotta get some water.
Command bioship is unique. It is capable of coordinating an entire fleet of bioships. A fleet that will launch from the structure you see here. Even if you attack me, I suspect you will find the sheer power of my new fleet to be overwhelming.
Okay, Amat. And Cynthia. Skål. We are not defeated yet. And I know, Cynthia, it's almost approaching midnight for you, so I'll say this now. Gute Nacht, Fräulein Hartwigsen. Sleep well, and we'll see you later. Is Cynthia from the UK? No, she's from Norway. Oh my, I don't know if you read my mind or you got good time management. Well, Cynthia, I can look down here at my second monitor and I can see the time. Plus, I have the time up here as well. And I know you usually go to bed around this time. Oh my god, I've been to Oslo before. Well, I haven't been outside of the US. Actually, no, I'll take that back. I've been to Canada. But I haven't been overseas. But one day I would like to visit Norway and Netherlands. Gute Nacht, Ali Zusman. Okay, that one I do not know. So I'm going to translate it. All together. Good night, Cynthia. We'll see you later. Norway is a very expensive country, not student friendly. I am going to hit that real quick because I know I did not pronounce it correctly.
Guten Nacht alle zusammen.
Zusammen, okay. I go boom. Oh, I gotta fix my ads. And I know for you, it'll be close to your time as well, so have a good night yourself.
Knee deep in zombie shit with no ammo.
Glorious. Yes, Joru, it is glorious. And welcome. I yawned a lot. That same here. Oop. Jesus, clown air.
We are close to Cooper's position, but the bioship is blocking transport in the area closest to the central nexus. We must find control nodes that will allow us to enter the nexus. As the ship is organic, we may be able to force it open by sending impulses through certain nerve endings, thereby causing a reflex reaction, much like a sneeze.
Find control nodes, open the central nexus, got it. So how you doing, Jeru? Inside the Bio Dreadnought, yes. Briga 4221, and welcome to my stream. How are you today? Doing great, thanks. Nice, Jeru. How was my day today? Better than it was my Friday.
The muscles controlling this passage will not release. We will need to find control ganglia we can use to trigger a reflex response and open the door.
The release has to be near here. Good night, everyone. Have fun. Thank you, Amat. Night, night. English? Yeah, English. Engineer character? Yes, it is, Briga.
Cooper should be in the chamber just beyond this door.
If this ship has a mind, can you convince it not to fight us?
An intriguing notion. I shall make the attempt. You must protect me from Cooper and his soldiers while I concentrate on the mind meld. When you are ready, we shall proceed.
I am ready. Start the meld.
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate. The ship is resisting. I must move to another neural cluster. You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate. You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate. You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate. The ship is resisting the meld. I must move to another neural cluster. You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
So how are you doing today, Brigga?
What is happening? You did this!
My mind to your mind. Your thoughts.
Ooh, we're getting the F-150 in Europe, but first country is Norway. We get electric.
Why should we listen to the weak?
One, Cynthia will need to buy it and drive it to me. Fine, mark in dill time. Alrighty.
When we fight one another, we are weak. United, we are strong.
No! Don't listen to him!
We must see to our needs.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
The many must survive.
We don't need them!
The many will be strong. The strong will survive.
They are weak. I will save us.
You are weak.
What? No!
Together, we are strong. You will be repurposed.
No!
Ah, vaporize his ass.
The Bio-Dreadnought has no intention of entering our space. Now we must...
Loot. I need my loot. Alrighty.
The Bio-Dreadnought has no intention of entering our space. Now we must return to our ships before the Undine retreat to their own fortresses in fluidic space.
No, it's bio-recycling. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
There are no signs of Undine pursuit. Whatever the intent of the remaining Undine forces, it seems that they do not involve our dimension. As a Vulcan, I am not given to personal displays. Nonetheless, we have shared a deep connection. We will always carry a part of this experience with us. In a sense, you have become a portion of my mental defenses. Part of the ship and crew that defined the most challenging aspects of my existence.
Part of the ship, part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew. Sorry.
Our shared effort has prevented another Undine invasion, and incidentally allowed me to retain my sanity. Your contributions are appreciated. I must advise Starfleet Command of these developments. I am sure we will speak again. Until then, I am confident that events in the Delta Quadrant are in capable hands.
Thank you, Admiral
Live long
Tuvok.
and prosper.
Peace and long life. Ready to leave system in your command. Let's get the hell out of here.
Admiral Tuvok is safe, along with Voyager. That means a lot to me, personally and professionally. Thanks. Something tells me there's more to this than meets the eye. We'll be in touch if we learn more.
Very well.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Okay, I'm going to take a break from that and work on my fleet. Hopefully that pops. And it does.
have a lot of time, so I'll make this quick. A large enemy force is on it.
Yeah, we know. Two, one, let's go.
Enemy ships detected. They're on an intercept course.
Nice, in 12 hours I get the event campaign box. Nice. I still have a little bit long to go.
Parts are ready. Scan the satellites to activate.
Yeah, a few more days.
Picking up multiple enemy signals on sensors.
So what ship are you planning? Another ab break? Jeez. So what ship are you planning to get there, Brigga? I'm assuming you're going to go for a ship. 1 week ago, I put the last campaign box in the Calvin Connie from the new box. I don't know. I need a long time to think about it. Nice. I was thinking of the Enterprise J, but there's also another ship that I saw last time I wanted, but I can't remember what it was. And you are welcome to join my Discord server and the fleet if you're on PC, Brigga. Give you a link to my Discord. Your fleet, I have my own, and I am a quarter year also the chief of another fleet. Oh, nice. Yeah, we started my fleet up last night. I am actually already in an Armada, but thank you, Brigga.
Satellite upgrades are now available.
Okay. Are you gonna take B? Looks like you're gonna take B. I'll head up to Gamma.
Picking up the enemy flagships. Hang on up there.
On this character, I have 7 cooks in the crew. I think this ship has a space field kitchen. Man, Amat would have loved to hear that. Holy crap. He loves his food. No Gravity 3 on this ship? No, I do not. No, they're, Briga, I really don't set up my ships until I'm at my last ship that I'm gonna fly. No sense in wasting credits. Yeah, I have a few science characters, yes. Mainly tactical. Actually, no. About even on tactical engineering. So I can build Gravity 3 and IRD and give it to this character. Yeah, I could.
A group of Talaxians living in the Intaba system are ready to move to a new homeworld. Admiral Tuvok and Voyager have gone ahead to begin preparations, and I'd like you to assist them.
Very good.
There's something interesting.
Thank you there, Brigga. Arrived in the Intaba system, our orders are to rendezvous with Admiral Tuvok on Voyager, setting a course to their coordinates now.
Voyager is under attack by the Kazon. Engines are offline. Requesting assistance. Thank you for your assistance. We were en route to the Talaxian base when we were ambushed by the Kazon. The damage is relatively minor, but my crew will require time to make repairs. However, I have a personal request. The leader of the Talaxian colony served with me on Voyager. Would you be willing to take me there?
Of course, Admiral Tuvok. Beam over at your convenience.
This base is populated by Talaxians. My shipmate from Voyager, Neelix, joined them before they moved to this location. The Talaxians have been looking for a new homeworld for quite some time, and now they have found one. The Alliance's history with the relocation of the Romulans will be invaluable.
What a thrill! It's so wonderful to see someone from the Federation again. It's been so long, and I keep in touch with my friends, but subspace isn't the same, and listen to me, I'm rambling on. My name is Neelix, and I serve as Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. Before that, I spent 7 years on the USS Voyager with Captain Catherine Janeway.
Admiral Janeway, she was promoted some time ago.
Admiral Janeway? Of course! She certainly earned that promotion. My link to the Alpha Quadrant wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be, until the Jenolan Dyson Sphere opened a path straight to the Delta Quadrant. Now we get all sorts of news, but yours is the first ship to visit. I may make a trip to Earth myself sometime, sample the cuisine, but that will have to wait until after the colonization. I barely have a minute to myself anymore. There's just so much to do.
About the colonization?
Oh, you've come to help. How wonderful. But of course, Starfleet's always pitching in to help out, aren't they? In all my years as ambassador to the Delta Quadrant, I've done everything I could to uphold the good name of the Federation. I don't always have the resources to do more than diplomatic visits, but we try to help out anyone we can, whenever we can. There are Okampu ships out there right now. Did you know that? My people are helping them explore the stars.
I'm sure the Federation appreciate your efforts on its behalf, but could we get back to the colonization efforts?
Ow, where are my manners? You must be tired and thirsty after your long journey. Come to the colony. We'll fix you right up. But if I could impose on you just for a small favor first. The Kazon Nistrum have been giving us a lot of
trouble lately. We've constructed some shield generators to protect the base, but the Kazon keep knocking them offline, and all my shuttles are prepping for the colonization. Could you reactivate the shields for us?
Of course, Neelix.
Wonderful! Just fly to the generators and start the relaunch sequence. It will take them a few minutes to get up to full strength, but that shouldn't be a problem. After that, beam down to the colony. I'll start making some nicely old root stew for you.
Restart the 3 shield generators. Got it. There you are up top. That completes all the repairs. Shielding systems come back online now. Good work.
Thank you so much for your assistance. You may beam down to our base at your leisure. Oh, and speaking in my formal capacity as permanent ambassador, welcome to the Delta Quadrant.
Thank you, Neelix. Would you like to beam down to the base? Yes.
So good to meet you in person. View screens are so impersonal, don't you think? May I shake your hand? If memory serves, that's how. Mr. Vulcan? Is that you, Tuvok?
Indeed. It is agreeable to see you again, Neelix.
What a wonderful surprise. Come, my friends, we have so much to discuss.
So, Jeru, are you still here?
You look well, Neelix.
As do you. Family, children.
Yeah,
Being
you
here
are. So
has
what's going
changed
on?
me for the better.
I'm starting to fall asleep over here and I have to finish this mission.
Indeed. This colony is an improvement on your previous home.
Twice as large and completely updated. You should see the kitchen.
Just doing some exercises before bed.
But you
Nice.
still seek a new homeworld?
Of course, children need sun and open skies. A place to put down roots. What was that?
Sir, Kazon returned almost as soon as you transported them. We dropped them off, but they got a lucky shot at the base before they left, sensors showing some structural damage in the operations bay. Acknowledge, inform me of the Kazon return.
The operations bay? Dexa was in there.
Run a little faster, please, Neelix. Working in town and the border, so 90-minute drive to my job
Dexa's
tomorrow.
trapped.
Damn.
Please, do something.
I thought I had a rough 30 minutes.
Dex is a little dizzy, but she'll be fine. I have to stay with her, though. I'm afraid I must impose on your kindness again. Several of our systems were damaged in the attack, and I can't help fix them just now.
Of course, I'll help Neelix. What can I do?
Several of our systems are malfunctioning. Our communications, environmental controls, engineering, and the controls for the crane loading our ships all have been damaged.
It would be my pleasure. Not too bad, get paid for travel. Aww. Yeah, everybody's just sitting on their asses. Looks like a typical state job around here. Power. Electroplasma flow. Isolinear chip matrix. And last but certainly not least, fuses. Alright, let's return to Neelix.
Thank you so much. Everything seems to be working properly now, and Dex is feeling much better. I need to take one final lap around the base and speak to a few people before we depart. Would you care to accompany me?
Certainly. Oh, gotta help the foreman. I was hoping we could help out the chef.
I need help loading this ship. Mannix was supposed to help me, but now I can't find him, and I can't reach him on internal comms. I know he hasn't left the station yet, though. Could you look around and tell him that his shift has started?
Fine, Max, I can do that.
Discipline among the Talaxians is alarming.
He's over here hiding in the corner.
Greetings, friend. What can I do for you?
I'm helping Kalax. She says she needs more workers for this ship.
Really? I was scheduled to work now, but I traded shifts with Oxel so I could meet a friend who's returning from a long trading mission. Find Oxel. He should be able to help you.
Thank you.
I've known Mannix for many years now. If he says he traded shifts, I believe him.
I don't believe we've met yet. I'm Oxel, and you must be one of Neelix's visitors from the Alpha Quadrant. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm trying to track down who's supposed to be working the cargo loaders right now. Mannix said he traded ships with you.
That's right, but then I beat Drexa in a game of Kadis Kat, and she agreed to work the shift for me. You should find her.
Thank you.
Betting work shifts on a game of Kadis Kat is extremely unprofessional.
Hi there. I'm Drexa. I heard you helped save Dex's life. Those Kazon are always bothering us. I wish they'd just find someplace else to go. Is there something I can do for you?
I'm trying to find out who's supposed to be working the cargo loaders. Oxo said you lost the game of Cat Scott to him and agreed to work his shift as payment.
Oh, yes, that's right. I worked his shift, though. Check the duty roster. It should all be there.
Thank you.
Drexa never worries about the details, but she's one of the nicest people I know.
Duty roster says that Drexa worked shift for Oxo, but she worked Oxo's original shift rather than a time marked for Menex's shift.
Oh, it's you again. Did you find what you needed?
I checked the duty roster. Oxo traded his shifts with Menix. So when you did Oxo's shift, you were actually supposed to work Menex's shift.
Really? But I worked the shift that was in the duty roster.
Very well.
Did you find Drexa?
Yes, I checked the duty roster. It wasn't updated with your trade with Menix, so Drexa did the original shift by mistake.
What a goof! I told her I traded shifts with Menex. At least I think I did. Does that mean both Menex and Drexa showed up for my shift?
I'll talk to Menix.
Hey there! I talked to Oxo, and he told me what happened. Did you find Drexa?
Yes, look, the duty roster Drexa was supposed to do your shift to repay her debt to Oxo, but did his original shift by mistake. But where were you?
Oh, that explains it. I showed up for the shift a bit late, but Calyx said she already had enough workers and I could go back to my quarters. Normally, I would be happy to work, but my friend will be back any time now. That's why I traded shifts in the first place.
I see.
Did you find Menex?
Menix said he traded shifts with Oxo. Drexa lost a bet to Oxo and took the shift as payment, but Drexa did Oxo's original shift by mistake instead of Menix's, so when Menix showed up for the work Oxo's shift, you told him that you had enough help that he could leave. I'm glad I'm not a boss and this is likely all they do all day. Yeah.
Sounds like quite a series of miscommunications. But I still need help here. What do you think I should do about it?
Make Menix work the shift. He was assigned to it and should fulfill his responsibility. I have to start whipping somebody's ass around here.
I need to scan the route we'll take to the colony. But the Kazon attack has damaged our astrometric system. All it will tell me is how far off I am from our target position. I feel like I'm taking shots in the dark. Would you be willing to help me?
Sure.
By adjusting the
I can't thank you enough for your help. Dex is going to be fine. The doctor says she'll be up and around in no time.
Glad to hear it, Neelix.
I need to return to Voyager. Please escort the Talaxian fleet to New Talix.
It would be an honor, Admiral.
We can return to Voyager at your earliest convenience. The Talaxians have much to do.
Certainly, Admiral. Are you ready to beam up? Yes, we are. I'm off to bed. Have a great evening. You too, Jeru, and I won't be too far behind you.
all you have done for the Talaxians. I believe that they will be a valuable ally to us in the days ahead. That would not have been possible without your assistance. I am confident we will see one another again. Until then, live long and prosper.
Peace and long life to you, Admiral.
Our ships are ready to depart. Travel to the staging area to join us in our new adventure.
On my way, Neelix. Get into formation.
Are you ready to depart for New Talax?
Let's go. Sir, I'm detecting extremely high radiation levels in the system, too high for normal dispersal pattern. I'll investigate further, but first thing, Neelix is on us, hailing us from the collection transport vessel. On screen.
Are you detecting the theta radiation spikes? Those levels have been normal and steady for weeks now. What could have happened?
We'll check it out. You stay here with the fleet. There appears to be a high amount of theta radiation around the planet. Our sensors indicate it was recently placed here. It should not be an issue for us to remove them. We'll have to deal with whoever dumped the radiation in the first place. Neelix, do you have any idea who did this?
Theta radiation can mean only one thing, the Malon. They lack the technology to recycle antimatter waste, which has led them to develop an entire industry around dumping theta radiation in various areas. We can't survive on New Talax if the Malon are going to use it as their personal garbage dump.
I'll deal with this, Neelix.
Unknown vessel. This site is claimed by the Malon. Go find your own dump site.
Talaxians have claimed the system. You need to find another place to dump your waste.
Why? I was here first. Besides, there's a neutron star near here that makes this the perfect location for our needs. Finding another would be too expensive. Tell the Talaxians to find another planet.
Talaxians have been searching for a world. Wow. Talaxians have been searching for years.
Unknown vessel. Why? I was
Well, if
here
a planet like their
first.
homeworld, you can find
Besides,
they can assist you to
there's
find
a
another
neutron-
dump site. Malon cut their communications or power weapons. They are not a match for the Cynthia Hartwigson. Red alert! Target their engines. Destroying their ships will only make the radiation worse. Malon reinforcements incoming. Battleship inbound.
Enough! You've ruined me. Wrecked my ship. At least spare my life.
Find another place to dump your trash.
The Malon are gone, but the radiation is still around. Oh, what can we do? This would have been a perfect homeworld. But we can't live here if the radiation is going to infect the entire planet.
The Cynthia Hartwigson can easily remove the radiation. Give us a moment.
Thank you so much for all of your help. You are a true friend to me and to the Talaxian people. Your crew will always be welcome on New Talax. And good luck in your voyages. I hope to see you again soon.
It's been a pleasure, Neelix. Best of luck to you and your people. We've completed our mission and we can leave as soon as you're ready.
Let's get out of here.
The Malon were causing problems? Can't say I'm surprised. Hopefully this won't amount to more than a minor inconvenience. If it does, we'll be ready to take action. There's something interesting I'd like you to...
Alrighty, everyone. Thank you for joining in. And I will see you again soon. Have a good night.